Having been a math teacher in a Title I school under all sorts of No Child Left Behind regulations, I was thinking that the way to teach these kids is they need more math classes. They need more science classes. That's how we're going to get their scores up. But when I've seen what happens when you make that partnership between Career Tech Ed and the STEM, and they can not only learn it in a textbook, but then they can do it. So we can learn about energy efficiency and the calculations and that, and then they can go build a windmill and they can calculate it based on what they did, and they can modify their product to maximize efficiency, and then we can come back to the classroom and do the math that proves or disproves what they saw. There's a whole nother dimension.
The Energy Academy is, it's almost like a school within a school. I think it's a group of students that are scheduled together with classes. We try to tailor their education, all of their classes, strictly for job preparation and employment into energy-related careers. I think one of our philosophies within the Energy Academy is to apply some of the things that they're learning in their academic programs into hands-on activities.
Right now I'm actually working on SolidWorks, which is a 3D modeling program. It's kind of like CAD, but in 3D. You can build buildings, frames, models, anything you want, pretty much. Right now I'm building a trailer frame.
Those kids love getting hands-on. Throughout the Energy Academy, as they build up, these are juniors that we have in this class, as they get to here, they learn about all of the different types of energy, how it works, the research-based part of it, the book part of it, and then here in this class, they actually get to play with the systems, take them apart, see how they work in reality, see what really works and what doesn't work. I've had several students that have really smart kids that have stayed in their core classes, and they've never touched any tools hands-on, and a lot of them have never seen a screwdriver. They've heard about it, but they don't know how it works. Now I have a lot of kids with the units that you saw earlier that are getting to the point where they're wiring solar generators. They're running a solar panel into a battery through inverters, and they're wiring systems. So they're not only do they know how to use the tools now they are using them to create pretty interesting things.
The mentorship makes what we're doing in the educational system more relevant, and also from the mentor side, it makes what they're doing on the job, it also makes an education more relevant.
The kids showed an interest, but we also have a rich, deep pool of business partners and community support. When we went out and said, we want to help you guys create good employees that are trained and ready to be the next part of the workforce, we had open arms. The University of Wyoming has been very anxious to become a more integral partner. Their School of Energy Resources has stepped up and said, let's see how we can partner to continue what you're doing on to that college level as well. I thought when they rolled this out that we would get a lot of kids that wanted those immediate internships during the summer that would turn into jobs right out of college. We have a few of those. We have several students that did such an excellent job in their mentorships, and they were offered internships during the summer, and there are several that are going to be hired by Halliburton and Schlumberger as soon as they graduate. But we also have a lot more that saw, I might be able to make good money, but I can make even better money being the boss. And if I'm going to be the boss out there, then I need that engineering credential.
I've learned a lot of the opportunities, such as job shadowing and mentorship, working on the CNC machine in here, and learning this programming and software and going through geology and chemistry is something I probably wouldn't have done if I wasn't in the Energy Academy.